Hey everyone, I'm Black Lightning. Responding to Dr.Sebi supporters' comments. This isn't my usual format, but I promised no more 1 month wait between uploads. I really don't like breaking my promises. It didn't take long before the Dr.Sebi supporters to start flocking to my video. The dislikes are constantly on the rise, which is to be expected, talking about a person these people seriously believe is correct. I knew I was outnumbered going in, but despite this, I still stand by everything in that video. So the first comment is, I just have to be white because I disagree with the person. The person followed with, I'm a white person putting on an animated black boy in fake voice to disguise myself. There you go guys, I've been exposed. I was a white man all along. This person has a serious case of victimhood mentality. So I'm white because I disagree with you? This person even said, I'm reading my oppressor's information. Make up your mind, either I'm a brainwashed black man or a white man. I don't expect anyone with this mindset to ever change their opinion. They have it set in their mind that anyone who disagrees with them are either white or reading their oppressor's information. This next person says, I'm the quack. The definition of a quack is someone who dishonestly claims to have special knowledge and skill in a particular field, usually in medicine. I don't claim to have special knowledge and skill in a field, and I list my sources to let you know I'm not just making things up. Where are Dr. Sebi's sources? Can he give you the results of the experiments he's done? Oh, you can't find anything? You just take his word for it with no empirical evidence? Dr. Sebi is the quack, not me. If you think otherwise, cite a source of an experiment he's done to back up his claims. I never claimed to be a doctor nor a scientist. Yes, I have knowledge in various fields in science, but I always cite a source so people can verify what I say for themselves. Calling me a quack is not logically sound. The next kind of comment are the one-man comment trains. Deaths rise. And you put this up? Why keep it vague? What kind of deaths are you talking about? As of now, I'm probably the only person on YouTube who made a video calling him a quack. No first-hand, oh, okay. What's wrong with that? I just said in a video that I have no first-hand experience with a disease with no cure. That's true. What's your point? Deaths rise with modern science. You're not saying much, and he healed more whites. You have no facts. Okay, don't ever go to a hospital. If you ever get sick, don't call 911. Stick to your herbs, okay? You people are hypocrites. Modern medicine is killing us. Oh, I'm sick. I have to go to the hospital. These pigs are killing us black folks. My family member was killed. Call the police. I guarantee you that you will rush to the hospital before you even try to rely on Dr. Sebi's herbs if you ever get sick. I'm not talking about a mild cold either. I'm talking about serious illnesses. If we get more GMO and cancer rising speaks volumes. I'm starting to get the impression that you're so emotional because you're hearing someone expressing their disagreement and it's causing you to type incoherent sentences. I don't know how to respond to that. Who have you cured? This is going to be a reoccurring argument, isn't it? Here's why it's flawed. You can't say Transformers are terrible movies because you can't make a movie yourself. What movie have you made? Exactly. Therefore, the Transformer movies are immune to criticism from you. Just because I haven't cured anyone, it doesn't make my arguments less valid. This is not a rebuttal to any information he speak. The alkaline diet is based on natural nutrients. Okay, I'm convinced that you didn't listen to a word I said in the video. You would have realized that I said the alkaline diet is actually healthy for you. So no doubt you would make this comment. You just watched the video with your Dr. Sebi headphones on. Don't listen to a word this Black Lightning person says. He's wrong. Even if he says something you agree with, he's wrong. The next comment basically says, I don't agree with everything he says, but I respect him for his knowledge about curing diseases. He won his court case which failed to disprove that he is a doctor. And watch what you say about him. You might need him one day. Oh lol. I'm sorry, but what he's saying is quackery. Why is cancer still a problem for many people? Why don't Dr. Sebi go on a Jesus spree and visit as many hospitals as he can and heal people? If not hospitals, go visit their houses. Those who consent to him visiting them. He won't do that because he can't cure people. Even just taking his herbs and diet plans have not cured anyone. I want to see him conduct an experiment. Have a person who has been verified to have cancer by multiple doctors. I don't want any paid-off Dr.Sebi bots. Objective doctors to verify that the person has cancer. Next, Dr.Sebi can use his methods to cure the person. Those monitoring the person's condition can record any changes to the person's condition. Do an experiment like that, and if the person is cured, you now have empirical evidence. Until then, his claims have no evidence to back them up. About the court case. The case was about whether or not he was practicing medicine without a license. Court cases are about settling legal disputes, not about proving scientific claims. So our health system don't cure any diseases, right? What about tuberculosis, pneumonia, and other bacterial illnesses you can think of? We're living longer because of modern medicine, whether you want to admit it or not. Some of you are going to ask, well, why do people still get these illnesses then? Because the bacteria that cause them are still alive. We still get the common cold because there are many viruses that cause them. Like I said before, try using Dr.Sebi's herbs and diets the next time you get a serious illness. Let's see how long you last before you start crying about going to the hospital. And no, I will never need a quack's help to save my life. The next comment is, dude, it's so easy to say why someone is wrong. Not necessarily, but yes, it was easy to explain why Dr.Sebi is wrong. You seem to have just Googled opposing opinions, lol. Whether I did or not doesn't affect the validity of my arguments. I can say you just looked up opposing arguments from quacks to disagree with me. It does not matter where the information came from. What matters is if the information can remain standing after scrutiny. If you came up with actual solutions, then your condescending shitty narrative might actually hold some weight. Solutions to what? Please elaborate. Making an argument and explaining why the person is wrong is not condescending. I never said Dr.Sebi was beneath me in any way. All I said was that I despise him for his actions and his claims don't hold up under scrutiny. That's not condescending. Criticizing others is not the same as saying someone is inferior to you. I only addressed the claims he made and how he came to them, nothing more than that. This next comment is the one they really like. Black Lightning, we need you under this comment to defend yourself. Looks like you bypassing and replying to other comments. I don't have to reply to every comment. I do have things I do outside of YouTube. Sometimes I don't feel like typing a long comment. Besides, most of you will not take anything I say into consideration. I'm making this video to let you know that I tried at least. So this person says that he don't think I fully understood Dr.Sebi. He indicates that infection and compromise of the mucous membrane in the body will cause a disease with respect to the compromised area. That's only a quarter right. Infectious diseases can be caused by bacteria, viruses, fungi, or parasites. So yes, if you have an open wound, and one of these four things enter your body, your wound will get infected. The part where you're completely wrong on is the compromised mucous membrane. These diseases have not been proven to be the result of a compromised mucous membrane. Let's see what Dr.Sebi himself have to say about this. He rejects the germ virus bacteria premise. This is coming from his website. So yes, he is indeed saying it's because of mucus, compromised or not. He believes the European's philosophy of medicine is flawed. Saying that tells me a lot of where he's coming from. Someone mentioned that he is an Afrocentric person, and it seems to be true. Also, medicine is a field in science, not a philosophy. So he says excess mucus in the bronchial tubes is bronchitis. Yes, bronchitis is caused by inflammation of the mucous membrane. The causes of this can be bacteria, viruses, or smoking. He is saying that excess mucus is causing this, rather than the real culprit. Yes, your mucous membrane gets inflamed, but that's the result of the bacteria, viruses, or smoking. Basically, he's blaming the symptom instead of what came before it. That's like saying mucus is causing my cold instead of saying the virus caused my cold. He also says pneumonia is caused by excess mucus. This time he missed the mark completely. Pneumonia is caused by an infection in the lungs. The culprit, once again, is bacteria, viruses, and fungi. The infected lungs leak fluids and shed dead cells, and this material in your lungs makes it hard for your lungs to get oxygen into your blood. Without enough oxygen, none of your cells in your body will work as they should. Mucus is in your lungs, so that's why you may cough up discolored mucus if you have pneumonia. Remember, Dr.Sebi rejects the germ virus bacteria premise. So yes, he is saying it's all caused by a compromised mucous membrane, not by the microorganisms which have been observed and proven to cause many diseases. Here's one more example to seal the deal. He says excess mucus in your joints cause arthritis, but mucus has nothing to do with arthritis. Osteoarthritis is caused by wear and tear damage to your joint's cartilage. It can be hastened by joint injury or infection. Rheumatoid arthritis is caused by the body's immune system attacking the lining of your joint capsule. He is indeed saying mucus is the cause of this. You can say excess mucus or compromised mucus, it does not matter. Mucus is not the cause of these diseases. If you dare say you're reading the white man's information, I'm not replying to that. That is such a weak reason to reject someone's criticism. These diseases have been proven to not be caused by mucus, and all you can say is, that's the white man's information. Jeez, that's such a weak argument. Quit being racist. How about you tell Dr. Sebi to create an experiment that shows bacteria, viruses, and germs have nothing to do with these diseases? Until then, his claims are unsubstantiated. I understand Dr. Sebi, I just don't agree with him. I wonder why this person crossed out on the subject of cancer. But whatever. You said smoking, radiation, viruses, carcinogens, obesity, hormones, and chronic inflammation are substances or conditions that induce acidic conditions to the cells. No, you can't lower the pH value in your body. Please cite a source or a study that says otherwise. I said they can cause mutations to your cells, which can lead to cancer, and you're saying acidic conditions causes cancer. I cited a source to support my argument. Now you must cite a scientific source that contradicts that. The alkaline diets have not been proven to affect the pH value in your body. Your diet can only change the pH value of your urine. I'm talking about diets here. Someone brought up hyperventilation can change the pH value of your blood, which is true, but I'm referring to diets only. Once again, cite a legitimate scientific source that says otherwise. Natural foods have an alkaline base. Well, time to debunk that myth. Most fruits are acidic. Lemons have a pH value of 2. Apples, blueberries, cherries, pears, peaches, and grapes have approximately a pH value of 3. Bananas have a pH value of 4.5 to 5.2. Vegetables are also on the acidic side, ranging from 4 to 6.8. This includes tomatoes and any other vegetable processed with vinegar. Vinegar is acidic too. Your stomach can handle this because your stomach produces hydrochloric acid. The pH value in your stomach ranges from 1.5 to 3.5. It's usually around 2. So fruits and vegetables are natural, but they are acidic. I know you said natural foods that were not influenced by humans are alkaline, so I want you to elaborate on that. You said AIDS have been cured by cleansing, yet the rates are not going down. Since you say he has ran tests to prove this, tell him to show us these studies, or you give me the sources to those studies. If you can't, he's just talking out of his rear end. I have the article to his court case and the description box. It was about whether or not he was practicing medicine without a license. You're trying to use the result of the court case as proof of his claims. Even if he had people with him, claiming that they were cured by him, the court case was not about them. Dr. Sebi used this case as a way to promote his claims. Once again, the court case was not about whether or not he could cure people, it was about whether or not he was practicing medicine without a license. You don't need a license to be a herbalist. Can you please read this? Not just you, all of you. You also say HIV and AIDS are on the rise because antiretroviral medication are the accepted treatments in the general public. They are on the rise because we don't have a cure yet, and people are being a bit careless when they have sex with people and when in contact with someone else's blood. I want to see proof of the people he's cured. Please tell him to conduct a study that could be peer-reviewed by everyone. The people who claim to have been cured, I want to see proof that they were diagnosed with AIDS, and I want to see proof that they no longer have AIDS. Seriously, all Dr. Sebi has to do is go pick a random person with AIDS and cure the person and go, see, I have cured this man. But he won't do that. It's always going to be conveniently behind the scenes and everyone has to take his word for it. He just says he's cured people and people believe him without any proof. I'm a skeptic. I don't believe things people tell me without evidence to back it up. I gave you ways to help your case. If you can have Dr. Sebi publicly show us that he cured someone, your arguments will be much stronger. That hasn't happened. so I remain unconvinced. This person says he doesn't think I'm less intelligent than him. The only difference is our perspective on the issue due to the limited information I have on Dr. Sebi. You try to be nice, but then you insult my intelligence. It would have been great if you didn't say I have limited knowledge on Dr. Sebi, as if those who disagree just don't understand Dr. Sebi. That's a bit of an arrogant thing to say or imply. I agree that our perspectives on this topic are different, and your comment is the best out of all of the comments I received from the Dr. Sebi supporters, despite the minor problems at the beginning and end. The next comment is about me manning up and showing my face. If I don't, then I'm a coward. I'm also a parasite using Dr. Sebi for views. Whether or not I show my face has nothing to do with the arguments I've made. My face wouldn't add or take away from anything I said. Also, I'm not a coward. I made videos knowing that I would get many dislikes. I don't pander to anyone. Using an avatar is a way I chose to convey my message. I wanted to use art instead of using a calculator to record my videos. I'm not going to upload a video that's highly pixelated. Sometime in the future I plan to show my face, but not now. I'm not using Dr. Sebi for views. I have legit criticisms if you ever care to listen. This next comment is telling me I sound ridiculous. We eat foods that cause mucus to be released in unnecessary places throughout the body. I went over this and cited my sources. Mucus is not the cause of any disease. Now you're asking me how I trust my local hospital. It's not perfect, but it's better than using quackery methods. Then the next sentences don't really have anything to do with the topic. The next comment is someone telling me that Dr. Sebi reversed their blindness, kidney stones, and eczema. Okay, and your proof of it is what? Because you said so? I don't want anecdotal evidence. I want to see documents saying you were completely blind, and then one saying you can see again. Until then, I don't believe you. You probably forgot to rub your eyes one day and thought you were going blind. Let me use Dr. Sebi products and rub my eyes. Holy crap, I can see again. Dr. Sebi cured me. You say I'm doing this for the views. That's erroneous. I'm doing this to voice my opinions and back them up with evidence. Whether or not you agree is up to you. His compounds work. No, they don't. You're hating on Dr. Sebi. No, I disagree with him. You are mistaken. No, I'm not. I read information about him from his own site. Sure, the source in the previous video wasn't from his site, but the information is the same. He's still saying mucus is the cause of all diseases. Oh, I'm sorry. Compromised mucous membrane from eating acidic foods. Yeah, I get it, and no, I don't agree with it. Having a medical degree makes you legally a doctor. I have more of a reason to believe a real doctor because they studied medicine from experts. I also have to add that I don't agree with them because they are doctors. I agree with them if they can present the evidence to support themselves. That would be appealing to authority to agree with them just because they are doctors. All you have are quacks talking about things without presenting evidence to support themselves. You say doctors used to recommend cigarettes back in the day, and your point? Are they recommending it today? No, you're bringing that up to say, they did this in the past, so therefore you can't trust any doctor today. That's not impressive. It seems like the information here is just regurgitation from books. It seems like the information you provided is just regurgitation from quacks. You see how that isn't really a good argument? Who cares where the information came from? Does it hold up under scrutiny? Just because a doctor says something, it doesn't mean it's automatically true or false. We have to see if what they are saying can be backed up by evidence. The next comment came from a nut job. I couldn't take this person seriously. Do you know what a system is? Science is part of it. So is the entire medical system. It has to go according to the plan of the system. Like, what the heck are you talking about? What is this system? And the next comment, the person didn't even elaborate. He or she just proceeded to insult me. I'm a zombie and a bitch of science. You're right. Science did make me its bitch. But seriously, the reason why I like science is because it's as close to objective reality as possible when done right. You make an observation, make an hypothesis, test that hypothesis, analyze the data, and draw a conclusion from it. In this next comment, you say Dr. Sebi has evidence that he cured diseases. He brought in their HIV positive and negative documents. Awesome! Let's the world verify it for ourselves. I want to see those documents, and I'm quite sure I'm not alone. Tell Dr. Sebi to reveal those documents then. You say it's a shame that I, a black man, am putting down another black man. I am not obligated to support someone just because they share the same skin color as me. I don't have this tribalism mentality. Whether or not I agree or disagree with someone has more to do with their arguments than what race they belong to. Also, it's not slander if it's true. This man has not cured AIDS nor HIV. Again with the "who have you cured?" The Transformers movies from Michael Bay are masterpieces. If you have not made a movie yourself, you can't criticize them. I want to add on to this. If you have not made a YouTube video, you can't criticize me. So make a YouTube video, otherwise you're just hating on me. You're hating on the $5 I make every month from these videos. I don't mind if someone makes a video against me, I just won't reply. That is, unless if the video shows Dr. Sebi curing people, or empirical evidence of his products curing people, or the video reveals Dr. Sebi's sources. I want to see proof of the people he cured, and I want to see these studies he supposedly done. If you can't do that, then I will not reply. You also say people can research and think for themselves. Yes, I am thinking for myself, but you're upset about that. I'm not someone who blindly follows someone just because they're black. The next comment was telling me that cancer cells can't survive in oxygen. Cells with proper nutrition have antioxidants protecting them from oxygen. Antioxidants removes potentially damaging oxidizing agents in a living organism. This oxidative stress can trigger cell damage. Oxidative stress is an imbalance of pro-oxidants and antioxidants. Your comment is weird. You said cancer cells can't survive in oxygen, yet you want to protect your cells from oxygen? Wouldn't you want to expose your cells to oxygen since you think this way? Antioxidants are protecting your cells from free radicals, not oxygen itself, by the way. Oxygen just happens to be a highly reactive atom, and it can become a part of a potentially damaging molecule. This is called a free radical. Free radicals are atoms or groups of atoms with an odd number of electrons, and can be formed when oxygen interacts with certain molecules. So this free radical would try to capture electrons from other atoms or molecules to stabilize itself because it has an odd number of electrons. Having an even number of electrons will keep an atom stable. Once it stabilizes itself, it creates a new free radical in its place. I tried to tell this person that our cells need oxygen, but the person wouldn't listen. Let me quickly explain cellular respiration, and you decide for yourself. There are 3 stages in cellular respiration. The first stage is when glucose is broken down in the cytoplasm of the cell. The process is called glycolysis. The second stage is when pyruvate molecules are transported into the mitochondria. The pyruvate molecules are the 3-carbon product of glycolysis. The mitochondria are known as the energy powerhouses of the cell. It's an organelle of a cell in which energy is generated. In stage 3, the energy in the energy carriers enters an electron transport chain. This is when energy is used to produce ATP. ATP is a biochemical way to store and use energy. ATP is how our cells get their energy to perform various tasks. Oxygen is needed to help the process of turning glucose into ATP. Even after showing my sources, the person still didn't believe me. Oxygen is even in the formula for cellular respiration. The reactants are glucose and oxygen. The products are carbon dioxide and water. You're not going to find a single source that says oxygen is not needed in cellular respiration. Please go look it up. The next comment is once again saying, I have not cured anything, therefore I can't criticize Dr. Sebi. If you think Dr. Sebi's claims are facts, then give me the sources to his studies. The next comment is, a cracker-loving Sambo made this. I like crackers. They go great with soup. I'll add Sambo in my list of buzzwords I've been called. I gotta catch 'em all, right? Nowhere in the video did I say our bodies produce gluten. I said mucus, you racist goofball. Pay attention next time. Okay, one more comment. Everything that cracker tell you, you believe it. If I ever see you, I'll beat your ass for disrespecting the elder. I don't talk to crackers, I eat them. I'm quite sure you can beat my ass. It just wouldn't make your argument more valid. Let this video serve as an example of what will happen to you if you disagree with Dr. Sebi. You're going to get a flood of Dr. Sebi supporters insulting your intelligence, insulting you, making logical fallacies, strawmanning you, and calling you a quack. You might get 1 or 2 good comments, but the bad ones outnumber the good. Dr. Sebi got you all pretty good. Let me make this clear. I don't wish harm on these people, nor do I look down on them. They have every right to voice their opinions, and I encourage disagreements. Regardless of all of this doesn't bother me. I quickly learned how to adapt to this kind of reaction when I went through this for the first time. That was the race and intelligence supporters. Now it's the Dr. Sebi supporters. I won't stop there. I'll be talking about other pseudoscience topics. I'm still working on my videos on homosexuality and black nationalism. The black nationalism one is really going to rile them up. Don't worry, I'm a man of equality, okay? I'm also going to be working on a video that will rile up a lot of white racists. I know I said I was done with the topic, but I came up with stronger arguments. This topic is race realism. I'm expecting a dislike fest, but I don't care. I'm here to speak my mind and I will not be censored. One thing you should take from me is that I don't pander to anyone. You're going to find a video I make that you will disagree with. If not now, then sometime in the future. I'm also working on a video on eugenics, which was suggested by a lot of people. Oh, and about the animated series, I'm still working on the script. I really want this story to be engaging and unique, so I'm adding, removing, and altering plot elements to make sure I'm okay with the story. Anyways, thanks for watching and take care.